Those of you who do not know, my name is Tonya. I am a certified health and life coach. I help women lose weight by guiding them along their journey to shutting the refrigerator and opening their minds. Instead of turning to food for their emotional needs, then we learn how to shift the thinking, how to become intuitive eaters. So if you want to schedule a consultation or discovery session, if you like that name better, if you like that better, because I do dive in during that one free call, just to discover where you are, what your obstacles are, and just uncover that and let you know what I have to offer to help get you to your goals. So you can send me a message directly, or you can comment below and say, me, and then I'll send you one. Today, I am going to have 2 guests on, but let me go ahead and tell you about who's going to be on today. Lauren Ross and Reagan Mccullough. They are owners of The Healthy Teacher, and what they do is they have an online program, and it's specifically for educators. So if you know an educator, tag them in this video, share this video so they can see it. All right, well, hey y'all, I'm just still talking, giving y'all time to get on. Did somebody call y'all and remind you?
Oh no, I went on and I was like, oh, okay, we're here.
How y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I am good. I was telling them earlier, I said I was just tired, had a little headache, so I had to take me a little nap. So I needed something to pump me up.
Nice. I feel
okay. So y'all, we've got Lauren. Wave your hand, Lauren. And we've got Reagan. And I can't see anybody's comments, so maybe nobody's just commented. But y'all comment and say hey to our guests. Be nice, y'all. All right. So first, I want to say how we met. How we met. Kevin Pickens, if anybody know Kevin Pickens.
Who doesn't know Kevin Pickens?
Everybody, all of Anderson. If you've ever been in Anderson, Greenville, or State, you know Kevin Pickens.
That's right.
Anyway, he used to have this thing called worship night, where like 3 local churches or 4 would get together once a month, and we would like just have a worship night. Yeah. And so that's how I met Lauren and Reagan, and we just had a good old time together. At what church was that, y'all? When we went to his house, the pastor's house.
Oh my goodness.
I don't remember. Was it Liberty? Somewhere in Liberty?
It was somewhere like that.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something like that. But anyway, we had a good time that night, and so
we did.
We just you know, I've been seeing y'all on Facebook doing great things. And then Reagan's mom goes to our church sometimes. She'll visit our church. All right, so y'all, while we're giving people time to come in, I'm gonna just ask y'all a few questions, and then just let y'all tell us about The Healthy Teacher.
Okay, awesome.
First of all, where are y'all? Because what I do, everybody, for those of you who don't know, I like to have some kind of local business on once a month, especially that promotes health and wellness. And Lauren and Reagan, they are from Anderson, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not in Anderson anymore, but they're from Anderson, and their program is an online program, so it don't matter that they're not here. So so we're going to talk about The Healthy Teacher, right? That's the name of it. We're going to talk about The Healthy Teacher a little bit, and if any of you have questions for them anytime, I'll read them. Can y'all see the comments?
It told me to swipe, and I should be able to see them, but I haven't seen any yet. So it's maybe nobody has commented.
Okay. Right now, we just look like we got one person, and I think that's Sheikah. But anyway, so how long have you all, what led to The Healthy Teacher?
Yeah. Do you want?
Sure. So my mom is a principal, and my dad was a middle school guidance counselor. And I have like 17 other educators in my family. So I've really just been able to see the pros and the cons of the life of an educator and how it plays a role in the home after they leave the school building. And because of that, I was able to see that there is a lack of educators don't seem to allow themselves to have permission to focus on themselves or put themselves first. They don't give themselves that permission. They're so good at giving to others that they tend to forget about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And with my father's story, you know, he ended up, he had a blood thinning disorder, and so he had to take medication, a blood thickening disorder. And when he's on medication, it's completely fine. But he was giving so much of himself at school, and then coming home, and he gave a lot of himself at home, that he just put himself on the back burner and forgot to refill his prescription. And because of that, it led to a heart attack, which ultimately led to the ending of his life here on this earth. And so his story gives me a passion to reach out to educators and tell them that self-care is not selfish. And when you fill your cup up, it's the overflow that fills those around you up. It's not vice versa.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mine's not a little, it's different. I was a teacher for 2 years, and then I have worked with countless educators, and every single person I've worked with the exception of one teacher, has been on some form of anxiety medication. And after working with us, they either lowered their dosage or came completely off. And so we were like, Reagan was working with me at the time, and we were just like, this is a problem. If every single teacher is coming in for the most part, and there's some form of issue where they're just incredibly stressed out, like that's an issue. And if we have the tools and the ability to help with that, why would we not?
Exactly. Wow. So do you find it hard for teachers to admit that they're stressed and that they need help? They need, help outside of traditional medicine.
Mm-hmm. Most of them know that they're incredibly stressed. The majority of them that we've spoken to, like they know that they're carrying a lot. Most of them know that they're carrying too much. Most of them know that they're pretty burnt out. And so, yeah, I would say a lot of them are very aware.
I think the issue is that educators literally give 100% of themselves to the children.
Yeah.
And that incorporates, basically their home is a school building. They get there before 7, and a lot of them don't leave until after 7. I know my mom sometimes leaves the school building at 11 p.m. So they literally give everything they have, and you don't see outside the bubble that you're in. And I'm not saying this in a negative light. I'm saying it's a reality for all of us. In our occupation, it's hard for us to know. We can't compare ourselves to anybody other than the person next to us in our occupation, our field. So we have educators who are surrounded by educators 24/7. They don't understand that they're putting more into their job than a lot of us on the outside in our other fields.
Yeah.
Right.
And they don't understand that it's really taking a toll on every physical, mental, spiritual aspect of them. They do know that they're stressed, but they don't have to compare themselves to. They think it's normal because every teacher is doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, I know this. I don't know if y'all saw those questions. I said, I'm just going to ask you these few questions, but I'm just going with what's coming up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you think it got worse? Did y'all see like an increase in stress when COVID last year?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. However, I think that because everyone in the educational field, whether that was like higher ups nationally to, every single human being working in a school building, because there was more stress on the education field as a whole, there became more avenues for opportunities for different aspects of health. So while I would say there was a massive increase, there was also more resources and the ability to provide more resources for teachers in a lot of areas. And some there weren't, but in a lot of areas there were.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's a good thing about, there's always something good come out of something bad.
Yep.
And so, it basically spotlight the need,
Yes, it did.
you know.
Very much.
Yeah, that's good. I know my friend that's on now, Yashika, she's been in the school. She's like in the district now, but that's what she's done. What, Shika, how long? 20, probably 20 years. So I'm sure, that she's seen a lot of this too. And
Oh,
Daphne, aren't you? Hey, thank you for watching. Aren't you in the school districts too? I'm not sure. But okay, so tell us a little bit about, are you like coaches? Do you coach them? Do you counsel them? What do you tell us about what you do?
You want to explain? Yeah, so basically we're a one-stop website for all things health. We focus on mental health, nutrition, and fitness. And we offer our teachers workouts that they can choose based on the equipment that they have. We offer them nutrition, and you can choose to be as detailed with your nutrition as you'd like, or as minimalistic as you like with your nutrition. We have options. And then we have weekly videos that hit topics on mental health, but it also breaks down the fundamental basic principles of fitness and nutrition. We understand that the fitness and health world can be overwhelming, especially when you have Google and these ads throwing all these things out there. So we really want to hold our teachers' hands and walk with them one step at a time. We do not try to rush them to get from 0 to 100. We say, okay, let's take one step at a time, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. And we have like a learn page where we've broken up video topics from week to week that each video builds upon the other, so that by the end, they're confident in their ability to make decisions within the field of health. Yeah.
Oh, that is awesome. Okay. So, so it's like, they can go to the page and they can get mental, they can get some help with their mindset. That's what I like about y'all. It's not just about weight or looking good or anything. It's about really feeling good.
Yes.
And truly being good. And
yes.
I can tell just by your post, Lauren, I was like, they believe what I believe. That it's not just about a number on the scale.
That's correct. It's not. It's not.
I mean, it's not about just a number on the scale. A lot of people think they just want to lose weight or they just want to whatever, but it's deeper. It's deeper than that. Okay, so when they go to your page, can they work with you directly though if they wanted to, or is everything automated, online?
So if it's a teacher wanting to get into the program, we typically work with districts or with school systems in general.
Okay.
So we would work with like an entire school or a school district or system, because within the program we work off of a point system, and we create teams within the schools or within the districts in order to create, competition, camaraderie, helping teachers like encourage others and things like that, because people work better in teams. I grew up playing sports and being on teams, and I love the idea of being on a team. Like, 2 heads are always better than 1, 3 are better than 2. And if you have like-minded people going after the same thing, the success rate and the longevity of the success is so much higher from a research standpoint. So we wanted to give teachers the best opportunity possible. And after taking, a pilot group through and just working with our clients, we realized that was the best way. And when we do that, once a month, we Zoom meet with all of the people in the program. And then we have another time once a month where we'll meet with the wellness coordinators of the specific schools or the specific districts, basically to figure out a game plan to work best with the teachers. So in that aspect, yes. There's also other options that teachers can get on the Healthy Teacher, where they can upgrade their options in order to meet with one of us on a bi-weekly basis.
That is awesome. So Sheikah, she works with the district, I was telling you. So I would like for her to get with y'all and maybe y'all work with District 5. And hey mama. And, and I think Daphne is with District 2. That's down in Alba. But is your mama in District 2? Right.
She's with Belton. I don't know what district that is.
Okay, no. I don't. Wait a minute. Belton is 2. What is Alba? I can't remember Alba, but I think Daphne 3. Yeah. Yes, because that would be great. I mean, because I don't know if y'all have like any Anderson schools you're working with now. Do you?
We don't. We have a school out in Hartwell that we work with, and I think that's the closest.
We have another Lambert.
Oh yeah, Lambert High School. That's in
Georgia.
Georgia as well. Oh, yeah, I mean Georgia is basically the closest school. We have a few other schools that we work with as well, and a few other districts, but Georgia is Hartwell, Georgia is the closest.
Okay. Well, if anybody has any questions, y'all type your questions, like especially if you want to get in contact with them to get your school, your district involved. So what about the summer? Summertime's coming up. So what about summer? How long is the program? Does it stop during the summer? How does that work?
Yeah, no, it does not stop during the summer. If a district signs up, or an individual can sign up too, it's just not necessarily, the site works best when you have a group, whether that's like a small group within a school or a district themselves. But you can sign up for a year-long basically stint in the program, and it's for the entire year, not just the school year. So somebody starts is the 13th, so they would go through May 13th, 2022.
Oh,
what year we're in.
Awesome. That is awesome. And I love it because it's small changes. You don't try to, know, and that is so important. So many people try to go from being this person who doesn't know anything about wellness, health, or doesn't like to work out to boom, I'm gonna jump in and I'm going every day and I'm blah, blah, blah. And they don't last.
And it doesn't.
So our program, we really encourage them to only work out one time a day. And so we kind of have levels to unlock. And once you unlock your workout for that day, the next day's workout will allow you to do it. But it doesn't, you can only do one workout a day. So we take that very slow. And then we also have investment questions that kind of hold teachers accountable to the small things that they're learning from our Learn page.
Okay, that is good. Yeah, because information is great, but they got to apply it.
Yes.
Yep. Well, I mean, even if you're taking nothing else in life, do you think, oh, I'm going to go from 0 to 100 overnight? Nothing.
That's right.
Nothing else in life works like that. But because of fitness marketing companies over the years giving false ideas of, lose 30 pounds in 10 days and stuff like that. Like, unless you lose a massive organ or a limb on your body, it's not possible to do. And if you do lose like the quicker you lose the weight, the quicker you're more than likely going to gain it back. And that's the really hard truth. That's just like a very uncool or unsexy thing to say online, but long-term progress, like longevity, should be people's mindset when it comes to health.
Yes.
And these like short-term mindsets of like, oh, I need to diet down for my beach trip in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Or, like it doesn't work. One, you feel like trash when you eat something that's like anything else than what you've been eating. And so part of your vacation ends up getting messed up because you're like, I have a stomach ache.
Yeah.
And then you end up just gaining all of it back and probably plus some.
Yeah.
So it's not worth it.
Yeah. I just wish so many people would get that. It's nothing outside of you is going to do the trick. The diet industry has really, really ruined I'm going to say because I was there before too.
Yes.
It has ruined our perception of being healthy and weight loss.
Yes.
Everybody want it quick, and I know for me anyway, I experience a lot of people that are like, so what else do you do? I mean, surely there's something that you're gonna do. No, it's no magic. You are the magic.
Yeah,
You
man.
are the magic. They don't. A lot of people don't want to learn nothing on the way, but that's what's gonna sustain your results.
Yes.
Is your mindset.
Yes, I love that you just said like it's nothing outside of yourself, because that's what almost every product, whether it's a a wrap or a pill or anything like that, or even like when there are companies or coaches that say, I have this magic solution and I'm the only one that knows this, it teaches people that you are not enough in and of yourself to do this. And if you get someone in that mindset, there's always going to be the yo-yo cycle. And that every single human being I've ever worked with, that is the mindset. Prior to like really getting it, it's, I really don't have what it takes to do this. Like, I need something outside of myself. I need anything else outside of myself because I'm not enough right now. But man, the second they get that, like, I can do this, like, game changes, game's over. And these are the people who, 5-10 years from now are still going to be on this course of health, still learning, still growing, and still like consistently getting healthier every single day.
Yes.
That's a win.
That's a win.
That's the biggest win you can get. So I love that. That was good.
Awesome. Free. There's nothing like freedom. I that's what I call it. I call it freedom.
That's it.
You don't want to just lose weight. You don't want to just learn to reduce stress. You want to be free. You want to have the tools to where, and then the community. I love how you said that it works best with a group of teachers. This day, you get better results because there's nothing like community of like-minded people.
Yes.
You have to find a community. I mean, yes, you can do it on your own, but it's great to find a community. And if you can't, you just ask, and you just, God, I need a community, or whoever you pray to. I need a community of people that's on this journey with me. Okay, wait a minute, we got a question. Okay, Jamie Flower says, like, when they say you can't have this or that, it's gonna make me want it even more. And life's too short to deprive myself. That's why diets don't work for me. Right, that's right. You right, Jamie. You depriving yourself is just like trying to go from 0 to 100 in a day. So small changes.
Yep.
Small changes.
And if you really enjoy something, having the mindset that you can never eat it again, one, it puts food in a good and bad category, which is a huge problem. There's no such thing as good or a bad food. No such thing as a good or a bad food. There are foods that are higher calorically, and there are others that are higher nutritionally, and there are both. Some are both. But there is no such thing as a good or a bad food. So then when someone eats it, whether it, like, we love donuts. If I used for a long time, I thought that donuts were bad. I would eat it, and then there would be so much guilt, like just crazy amounts of guilt. And so from that place of guilt, I would be like, if I feel bad about myself, if I feel bad enough, then I won't do it again.
Yes.
And it literally triggered this binge and like purge cycle that lasted years.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I left the mindset of good or bad foods that I actually realized, hey, I can eat these things. Like, I can eat one donut and be fine. I don't have to have the whole box.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but it wasn't until I left the mindset of good or bad foods.
Diet mindset, that diet mentality. So that's the type of stuff y'all teach inside. That's what I teach.
Yes, that's great.
I'm back here bubbling up because I love this stuff. Okay, Jamie said, trying to heal from the guilt of trauma. not to do it to myself. It takes time. Because one thing about transforming to this mindset that you have now, that I have now, it takes time, it takes patience, and it takes consistency. But guilt and shame won't get you there.
Nope.
Guilt and shame will not get you there. And that's what the diet mentality teaches, that there's a right and there's a wrong. There's a there's a good, there's a bad.
And to like her response or her comment, you can't mess this up.
That's
like if we think about it, because we're changing our mindset from short term to long term. If we think about it long term, let's say I quote unquote, whatever you want to call it, eat healthy, however you deem healthy. Let's say I eat healthy for a week. In the grand scheme of things, that's not going to do anything for me. So if I don't eat healthy for a week, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. It's okay.
Yeah.
The only time someone would lose or screw up is if they completely quit forever.
That's it.
That's it. That you literally can't mess this up.
That's it. Oh my God. Y'all, if you a teacher, if you work at the district in Anderson, the surrounding areas, I don't care where you're from. This right here is what I've been trying to tell y'all.
It's so good.
Every Thursday. That's what Lauren said. That's what Reagan said. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all. Y'all, you can be free. It's the truth. You can be free from diet mentality if you got the right support.
Yes. Yep.
Because you got the answers already in you.
Yes. Come on. That's it.
20 years. I don't know how long you had the diet mentality, but I had it for over 20 years. And so if I can reprogram myself, then anybody can.
Yeah. No, it wasn't 20 years. That's, I mean, yeah.
It was 20 for me.
That's,
Yeah, it was about 20.
Over 20. Really?
23 for me.
See?
I was 23 years old. Well, I can't count 1 year old. Let's say I probably started at 14.
See?
No, I wrote. Well, I saw a letter that I wrote myself in the 5th grade, and it was a little note. We were doing like, by the time I'm in middle school, I want this.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote like, I want to be skinny and pretty.
Mm-hmm. That's, y'all, and it's, still going on. But I truly believe that there's a shifting in this atmosphere.
Yep.
God is raising up people like y'all, like me, to shift this thing. I really do. So Reagan, how long did it take you, and you too, Lauren, I love you too, Jamie. How long did it take y'all to get it? I mean, it was like when I heard it from my coach, I got it immediately. And so I'm like 2 years in now. How long have y'all been in with your new thinking?
What, like 2016? That's when we started macros.
Whoa.
From macros. Well, even then, you still didn't have it until probably 2017.
so I had a very massive, like mental battle for about a year, going back and forth. And part of that is because I really messed my body up. There's something called a metabolic adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think that you can, there are terms that are thrown around about where you can like mess your or ruin your metabolism or ruin it. But because of the nutrition that I was under when I first started training, there was a very specific type of nutrition that I didn't realize was actually borderline disordered eating.
Wow.
But that's what I knew to be truth. And then when, because I was eating so low in calories, your metabolism will adapt to the amount of calories that you give it. So for me, I was eating somewhere around like 1,300 calories without realizing it. I was specific foods at certain times. And then when I learned and added up, I was like, oh, I was eating like 1,300 calories. My body, for me, if I'm working out, let's just say 3 times a week, and I'm getting 8 to 10,000 steps a day. I should eat over 2,000 calories. Eat.
Yeah.
And I was 1,300. So then the energy expenditure, so basically the calories that I burned, that lowers because your body wants to survive. And so your body will adapt to those calories in order to keep you alive. So my metabolism dropped. And so for probably 2 or 3 years, I had to do what was called a reverse diet and basically gradually add calories back in very slowly, which when you have been eating very low calories and you have a really crappy mindset of carbs are bad. I had that mindset before.
Yeah.
Fats will make you fat.
No sodium.
No sodium. That anything processed or anything with chemicals, which water's a chemical. I don't know, like these things that are coming out. Yeah. And yes. And so getting all of these things where I knew, like, you know that they are incorrect, but you don't know that they're incorrect until you put yourself through it. Until like, it wasn't until I actually did all these things and saw and had to like trust the results of them. And then I was like, okay, this actually, like, I know logically this works, but I still have like, you know, crazy anxiety about it. Saw that it did work. It was just very, very freeing.
Oh, wow. I love that. How you said you have to know it. You can know it, but you got to know it.
Yeah.
And I know y'all find this true too. You really, it's like you go through it so you can, because you can't send somebody somewhere where you haven't been. You can't take somebody somewhere where you haven't been. So, you know, it's, you know, we see the good in it.
Yeah.
But if we could just save people the heartache and you know, free people from that's my goal.
Yeah.
And but yeah, so just think teachers got a double whammy.
Yeah.
And then don't get the pay sucks.
It does.
And they put all their heart into it. If you are a teacher, do you have any questions real quick? Because I'm asking y'all to tell everybody how they can contact you, you know, if they work with the district. I don't know how y'all get your clients, but they may want to reach out to you directly from here. I don't know. So I don't see any questions. Y'all, this is so good. I'm telling you, I could probably talk to y'all all day.
Hey,
about this. I'm telling you. And then, you know, people, even your family sometimes, and you wish you could just go in their head and just reprogram them yourself, but they've got to do the work. They've got to do it. Everybody's got to do it.
I can't tell you how many times I'm eating a hamburger or I'm eating whatever I'm eating around my family, and they're like, what you doing? Aren't you on a diet? What you doing eating that? That's not on your diet. I want to be like, you don't know anything about my diet. And I have said that. I'm like, I've gotten really upset and had to calm myself down. Like, Reagan, this should not affect you.
They don't get it.
Responses should not affect you. You have an internal issue here. So I had to figure that out. But I did. At one point I was like, you don't think about my diet.
Yeah, they don't understand. They're like, yeah, right. You eat what you want. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But you know what, y'all? The diet industry has even taken that word diet and just tainted it. It just means way of eating.
That's exactly right.
Just means way of eating.
Yep.
It says we'll have to watch the replay, hidden in the word. Thanks, lady. Oh, okay. Okay, so we may have some questions later. So I tagged you, Lauren. So if you get some questions later or whatever, you'll see them. All right. So before we leave, how can the teachers or district or whoever that need your help? Because y'all, I'm telling you, this is what I'm talking about. This is the program you need. If you're a teacher or a district or whatever, this is, if you want to be free. Now, if you want to lose weight for a vacation, don't even bother.
No.
But if you want to be free from the diet mentality and get healthy in the process, this is your program right here. The Healthy Teacher is what it's called. All right, y'all. How can they get connected with you?
Yeah, I mean, you can message me on Facebook, any sort of social media platform. You can go to www.thehealthyteacher.com and, you know, check out some stuff on it. And there is basically like a link where you can message to send an email. But any sort of social media platform, mine or Reagan's, and, you know, we can take it from there.
Our Instagram is _healthy_teacher_. And we post a lot of good stuff. Lauren is over our Instagram, and she just does so good. Like, we should charge people to look at our page. It is good.
That's good. But that's when you know you love what you do, when you give the information for free.
Yeah.
You just give it because you want to help people. You just want to serve.
That's right.
You just want to get it. And
Yeah.
then, so that's awesome. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back after this ends and put your link in the description.
Okay.
Website. I think I can do that. I'm going to try. I don't have Instagram, but y'all heard the, what is it called? Handle?
Yeah.
Yes, it's an Instagram handle.
Okay, so you heard the Instagram handle, so you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, or their website. Okay, please, if you are a teacher, you know you burn out, you know you're stressed, you know you're underpaid, you know you want to be healthy, and you know you don't know how, because what you're doing is not working, probably. And it's okay. It's okay though. We've been there, I've been there, they've been there, and they figured it out. If we can figure it out, you can figure it out too.
Right.
Especially with a community of like-minded people.
Yeah.
So if there's no more questions, y'all, thank y'all so much.
For having us on. This was great.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. If I was on Instagram, I'd check your page out.
Thank you.
But
Well, it's on Facebook, so.
that's right. But y'all, we're gonna end it here. And I know this won't be our last time talking.
No, ma'am.
It will not. And I just wish you all the best in your business. This is it. Y'all done found the secret to freedom. So wait a minute. Ben, do y'all know a Ben Crane?
Yes.
He said they are legit, and y'all changed his life.
Aw.
That's great.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all heard it from Ben yourself. So I'm gonna close this out. It's not about me. So I want y'all to reach out to Lauren and Reagan. Show them some love in the comments below. Give them some hand claps, some hearts, and more importantly, visit their site and really support them, because y'all, it's a revolution going on, and people waking up.
Right.
People waking up. So thank y'all. Have a great day. See y'all next Thursday.